Hello and welcome to the Pharmacy Times News Network. I'm Mike Lakar and your host for our Pharmacy Week in Review. Pharmacists in Texas will soon be permitted to dispense the opioid overdose antidote naloxone without a prescription under a new standing order. This new authority takes effect August 1st and has already been touted as a landmark movement in the fight against the opioid abuse epidemic, which has been particularly devastating in Texas. Pharmacists in the state will be able to act under the standing order only after completing a 1-hour course accredited by the Accreditation Council for Pharmacy and in coordination with the Texas Pharmacy Association. Speaking of naloxone, health systems pharmacists can expect to see the drug play an increasingly important role in their practice, considering that opioid overdoses have increased 400% in the last decade. At the recent ASHP summer meetings, an emergency medicine clinical pharmacy specialist at Johns Hopkins Hospital detailed the role of the pharmacist in monitoring opioid use.
I think the role of the health system pharmacist is the same for opioids as it is for any other class of medications. We should be assessing whether it's appropriate, what the doses are, what the side effects are, and we want to ensure that patients are using it as safely as possible, getting the most efficacy, and at the lowest dose possible. Also reassessing if they need to be continued on this therapy chronically or if it's something that's just more short-term. Also looking at non-opioid analgesic options, which are often sometimes limited, and that's what we run into a lot, but thinking about those and offering those when it's appropriate.
Moving to infectious diseases, a new Health Day Harris poll suggests that Americans have some awareness of the Zika virus, but there's still much more work to be done in educating the public, especially regarding transmission. The good news is that the majority of the more than 2,000 adults surveyed knew some general information about the virus, mosquitoes, and pregnant women's vulnerability. However, fewer than half of the respondents knew that the virus could be contracted through sexual transmission. In this next clip, travel health expert Dr. Jeff Goad talks about how Zika is transmitted.
What's really different with Zika, though, is the specificity of who should or should not travel and the sexual transmitted part. When we think about Japanese encephalitis and dengue, we don't think about sexual transmission. We think about mosquito to human only, right? But Zika is a little different.
While we're on the topic of travel health, the FDA has approved the first vaccine to prevent cholera in U.S. adults traveling to affected areas. Vaxchora comes in a single oral liquid dose of around 3 fluid ounces. The vaccine should be ingested at least 10 days before travel. Pharmacists may receive more questions about the type 2 diabetes medication Victoza after Novo Nordisk launched a TV ad featuring Basketball Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins. Throughout the ad, Wilkins credits Victoza for lowering his A1C levels and allowing him to participate in the daily activities he loves, both on and off the court. For more great coverage and practical information for today's pharmacists, visit our website and sign up for our daily e-news. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching our Pharmacy Week in Review. I'm Mike Lakar at the Pharmacy Times News Network.